Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Hospital Sisters Health System has been sued after trying to keep hospitals in the Chippewa Valley open longer. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine filing the lawsuit this afternoon. It seeks an injunction that would force the HSHS hospitals to stay open until July 21st. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is a member of the Oakleaf Medical Network. It alleges that the hospital system's closures of Sacred Heart and St. Joseph's is a breach of their contract agreement. HSHS announced their complete exit from western Wisconsin in January, intending to close the hospitals no later than April 21st. CVOSM says their contract as a coverage partner with HSHS requires a 180-day notice before terminating their agreement.
In another attempt to solve the healthcare crisis looming in the Chippewa Valley, Oakleaf Medical Network will move ahead with plans to create a new community hospital. Oakleaf says they've hired Mike Sanders to lead the effort. He's a healthcare executive with experience from SSM Health and Monroe Clinic. They expect to have short, medium, and long-term plans for the project to share in the coming weeks. Now, this announcement comes as Oakleaf waits to hear a response from HSHS for their offer to enter negotiations to buy the two hospitals. Oakleaf says HSHS has not yet responded to that request. In a statement, Oakleaf's chair, Dr. Kyle Detbarn, said, quote, "We hope we can work with HSHS to keep the doors open and the critical medical services and programs patients across the region need going."
And Oakleaf Medical now announcing that Marshfield Medical Center Eau Claire is adding 15 labor and delivery beds to fill the gap left by the closings of Sacred Heart and St. Joseph's hospitals. Oakleaf now anticipates over 900 births from patients who receive health care from its member clinics and physicians. The additional beds being added are desperately needed. All Oakleaf Medical Network OB/GYNs admit patients to Marshfield Medical Center.
So Marshfield joining in the game while Oakleaf moves forward with their ambitious and potentially expensive plan to expand their footprint. State legislators are announcing two new bills aimed at allocating millions of dollars in unused funds to emergency departments looking to do exactly what Oakleaf is doing. Back in 2021, the state allocated $15 million for HSHS to expand their psychiatric mental health bed capacity. HSHS did not spend that money. Chippewa Valley legislators now want to use those funds to fund emergency services in Eau Claire and Chippewa counties until other providers can scale their capacity. According to Senator James, the talks as to who will get the $15 million is still up in the air. We asked the senator if the money will also help those who are losing their jobs.
I don't think it's strictly up to the legislature to figure out how we save all the jobs. The reality is that I don't think that that's even a complete possibility. There will be some job loss. That's a given. We have to face that reality.
The bill will be going through the respective Assembly, Health Committee, and Senate Health Committees next week.
The former West Salem High School's girls basketball coach wants to move on. West Salem Superintendent Ryan Reber dismissed Matthew Quick earlier this month for undisclosed reasons. Quick had been the Panthers' head coach since 2018. Reber this week said that Quick was placed on administrative leave earlier this year, reinstated, and then later dismissed. Quick today gave a statement to News 8 Now. It reads in part, "While we do not agree with the decision, we understand that the West Salem School District went in a different direction with their head girls basketball coach. We want what's best for the West Salem girls basketball program. We are ready to move forward."
La Crosse Democrats are pushing for a bill to let the DNR set standards for PFAS contamination in Wisconsin groundwater. Current state law says any administrative rule that will cost at least $10 million over 2 years to implement needs full legislature approval to pass. Representative Jill Billings and Senator Brad Pfaff say that law is stopping the DNR from creating groundwater safety standards. So their bill would create an exception in the state law to give the DNR authority to set those limits.
We're doing what's right for people in Wisconsin, for people in our district, and we will never give up on this issue. We will never give up on the people in Wisconsin, and we're going to keep pushing this any way that we can.
Hundreds of wells in the town of Campbell, as we know, contaminated with PFAS. Now, Wisconsin has standards for drinking water, but not groundwater. And since many residents' source of tap water comes from groundwater, Billings and PAF say this bill is crucial to improve public safety.
UWL students are echoing lawmaker calls for common sense gun legislation. 2 students joined State Senator Brad Pfaff outside the La Crosse County Enforcement Center today. A federal bipartisan effort recently created the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. But Pfaff says the state legislature can't get any bills out of the committee. One of the students knows what it's like to be in the middle of a school lockdown. She says it can have lasting effects on children.
Later, we learned that the student's gun was not real, but the trauma in the situation was. And yet, we are all still expected to go to school the next day as if nothing had happened.
Pfaff also called for more state investment in mental health resources. He says if something like universal background checks made it to the floor of the legislature, he's confident it would pass.
The La Crosse Public Education Foundation honored educators at a Grants Award luncheon this afternoon. Each year, the organization awards Gold Star grants to teachers in the La Crosse School District. Educators apply for the grants, and the recipients use the money to enhance classroom learning or teacher training programs. The foundation says in 2023, it awarded $80,000 for 43 projects. Today's luncheon celebrated several of those recipients and the community partners who sponsored them. Kathy Tizer received the Distinguished Service Award, and Patty Sprang won the Richard Swans Leadership Award.
Well, we don't have any zoos in the Coulee region, so if you want to check out some exotic animals, Safari North has you covered. Safari North Wildlife Park brought some of their animals to the La Crosse Sports Show for the weekend. Kangaroos, lemurs, and exotic birds, just to name a few. The owner says it's worth the trip to see these creatures in person.
And that's what's really, unique. You can come and see them in person. And yes, you've seen a kangaroo maybe on the Crocodile Hunters show or something. But when you see them in person, you get a whole different perspective and appreciation of that animal.
Now, Safari North will be at the La Crosse Sports Show until Sunday.
Tonight, UWL hosted the Idaho Adventure Film Festival Association with La Crosse Adventure Films. It's a collection of outdoor adventure films from the Wyoming and Idaho area, hence the name Idaho. The event showcases 86 minutes of adventure films that inspire, educate, and work toward positive change. One of the films even features a man walking a tightrope between 2 hot air balloons. La Crosse is the first road stop for this festival that's touring across the country.
The biggest piece of these films, we think, is to encourage and inspire people to do their own adventure and to bring community together. Just to have people together in one room to socialize and to be together.
If you want a piece of the adventure, you can catch the Idaho Film Festival at 7 o'clock tomorrow at the Rivoli, completely free of charge.
Coming up, the Friday Night Frenzy.
West Salem girls with a chance for a perfect conference record this season. That game and much more in just a few minutes.
And it certainly felt colder today, but still it was above average, but just not those upper 50s and 60s that we saw the last 2 days. I'll break down what we'll expect through the weekend. If we got any snow in the forecast, that all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. Bygoff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call Bygoff and Rohde.
All right, for the forecast breakdown that we have coming up, it's going to be some changes, but overall not too bad as we go into next week for basically the middle of February. We're looking, average highs right now are climbing up, but still they're around the low 30s, mid-teens. This weekend we'll see more 30s, maybe a few 40s in some locations. Next week more 40s and 30s for most, and then we might cool back down to the low 30s, maybe even upper 20s by the time we get to the last half of the week or after Valentine's Day. We'll see, but this is not too bad really, considering we could be well below zero right now. Precipitation, it's still going to be mainly dry, and it's going to be a common thing, I think, for the rest of the month of February is how dry it's going to be as we end up. We do have some snow chances coming Wednesday, Thursday. There's a cold front coming due, minor accumulations, and it looks like mainly dry for the following weekend too. So as we look at tomorrow, we're going to look at basically cloud cover is going to start to thin out overnight. So, and actually as we go through the day tomorrow, you'll see temperatures getting up to about the mid to upper 30s in the afternoon. That northwest wind that we've had blowing pretty good for at least today, and at least right now it's actually still blowing pretty good. We're going to see it start to back off a little bit throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow evening looks actually not too bad. Clearing skies around freezing for most locations with lighter winds. We do have a little weak system that's going to be coming in Saturday night into Sunday morning. You can kind of see it right here come through. So we might see, and that's a real big might, we might see a few flurries as it comes through quickly through Sunday, and then we'll have more clearing skies for Sunday afternoon. Looking at the winds right now, we should see them drop off into maybe the 10 to 15 range as we get towards tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow evening more 5 to 10. But right now throughout the night they'll be blowing pretty good, and then lighter winds as we go throughout day on Sunday. Overall, if you look at that breakdown, really it's going to be each morning has more cloud cover, more sun in the afternoon, especially Saturday. And remember, Sunday has those clouds in the morning that might have a little bit of a flurry activity as it comes through. But all in all, for the middle of February, this is not too bad. But we've just been kind of spoiled with the 50s for quite a bit of time, so it does feel quite cold outside, although much above average. We are tracking through the time frame that we have that system coming after Valentine's Day. It looks like about Wednesday, Thursday. You can see it dig south here, come through about Thursday morning. Now this has been the evolution of this, and the speed of it's been kind of changing back and forth each day, but that's about the time frame we're looking for, maybe some potential for some snowfall. It won't be a huge system if it does develop, and then we're going to keep an eye on another one that slides south towards the end of the week. So there's some opportunities, but none of these right now pose a significant travel threat. And the one positive thing with all this, there's no snow cover as you go all the way to the north. So even though we have that north wind, it does draw down some colder air. If it doesn't have that snowpack to go over, that air mass modifies, and it's actually not that bad it ends up. So we'll get to the back to average, but we shouldn't be too bad. For Valentine's Day, as you looked at, it actually won't be too bad. We're looking at the 40s, partly sunny. That snow threat will be more Wednesday night into Thursday. But for tonight, it's definitely going to get back down there, but still not too bad. Mid to upper 20s, clearing skies, or at least partly cloudy skies towards the morning. The winds will begin to decrease. And as we go through tomorrow, more sun in the afternoon. Temperatures will get up to the upper 30s, a few spots hitting the 40-degree mark, but that's about 10 degrees above average, and that trend will continue through the next week. In fact, we might actually get up into the mid-40s as we get towards Monday and even Wednesday, and then we'll see a drop behind a cold front coming through. But that cold front, once again, will bring our temperatures back down to where we should be for this time of year. So all in all, not too bad. It's just, like I said, we've been kind of spoiled.
Yeah.
So when you're spoiled and you walk outside tonight, you're like,
oh yeah, I felt it
felt
tonight.
cold.
Oh my goodness,
But
yes.
it's, you know, you look at the month, you're like, well, that's not actually that bad.
I know.
So
good perspective.
It is.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, it is the Friday Night Frenzy with Greg Barnhart. Just kidding. An MVC clash between Holman and Central girls will lead us off after the break. Rob is up next.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Looking for fun, family-friendly entertainment?
The La Crosse Sports Show returns February 8th through 11th.
Experience a safari-like walkthrough exhibit of kangaroos, lemurs, wild birds, and more.
Meet Dexter the dog, who learned to walk like a human.
Get grilling tips from Mad Dog and Merrill, or learn from fishing and hunting experts.
You can also feed parakeets, fish the trout pond,
and get free scoring of your trophy racks.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
The show is open now through Sunday at the La Crosse Center.
LaCrosseSportsShow.com.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build a habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
my doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money, and you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. Hard to believe the winter sports season is coming down the final stretch. The Wisconsin girls basketball teams will find out their playoff fate over the weekend, but still some work to be done for these squads as they gear up for the postseason. We'll start tonight's show in the MVC. Conference rivals clashing in lacrosse. Riverhawks hosting MVC rival home in early second half. Central closing the gap. Alana Simpson puts it in, cuts it back to 2. But check this out. Holman's Macy Klein somehow keeps this one in bounds. It winds up in the hands of Izzy Jar for the score, and the Vikings start to click. Great cut by Olivia Schneider. She goes off the glass for 2. Holman goes up by 4. Then more from the visitors. This time it's Sydney Valiska from downtown. You bet. Vikings take a 7-point lead. Riverhawks clawing back, though. Other end. Banks opens on Friday for Simpson. She cuts it back to 4 with that 3, but that's when Klein starts to catch fire. The sophomore sinks the triple, and she's not done. Nothing but net on this one. Back-to-back threes for Klein, and the 3 ball is contagious. Corner 3 for Schneider goes down. Vikings pull away as they get the win over Central, 56-46. Let's go down the road to Aquinas. Blue Golds hosting the rival Spartans. The home team off to a fast start. Great pass from Jonathan Skemp to Logan Becker for the pretty finish. Aquinas opens up on a 9-0 run. Spartans staying in it, though. John Rice knocks down the 3. 5-0 run from Sparta, cuts it to 4. Blue Gold strike right back. Sam Dickinson strong to the cup. He puts it in. Aquinas up 6. And then it's Becker going back to work. The sophomore stumbles his way to the hole. Finishes strong, though. Aquinas up 7. Other end, Rice again trying to keep his squad in it. Baseline drive in the bucket. It's back to a 6-point game, but the Blue Golds, too much firepower. Walter Burns uses the window for a 8-point lead for the home team, and the Blue Golds begin to pull away. Tanner Peterson's step back J is pure. All Aquinas in the second half. Blue Golds blow by Sparta 71-37. Let's shift gears to the Scenic Bluffs Conference and talk about those boys in Elroy. The Panthers are 17-2 overall, 8-1 in conference play. They've won 9 straight games. They were back at home tonight looking to make it 10 in a row. Let's head over to Elroy. Panthers welcoming in conference rival Brookwood. To the first half we go. Brookwood making it a game early. Brady Hansen spots up, connects on the mid-range J to put Brookwood up 1. But the Panthers come right back. Carter up and up. The shot fake. Kick to Ty Wilds in the corner. He buries it. Royal takes the lead. A few plays later, up and up gets it down low. Drop steps. Gets the bucket to go, plus the foul. Panthers lead by 5. Brookwood's turn to strike. Wyatt Marhoff gets the rock just inside the arc and drains the long 2. Falcons keeping it close, but the Panthers bust this one open after that. Big fella Wild calling to make sure the bank's open. It is. He banks home the 3. Panthers keep on pushing toward the playoffs. They run away with this one, 91-36. Let's stay in conference. Bangor hosting Waniwak Center. Wolves looking for their first conference win of the season, but the Cardinals come out red hot. Ball gets swung to Nolan Mitchek. He drives baseline and lays it in. 43-9 Bangor. Wolves making some plays late in the first. Corbin Champlin stops, pops, and drops the jumper from the short corner. Waniwak still down big, though. A few moments later, Gavin Olsen slips a beautiful pass into Alec Grigorev. He finishes off the window. Nice bucket, great assist. Time winding down now in the first. Elijah Tucker tosses up the shot from the elbow and hits it. Bangor goes into the break, leading it by 32. Cardinals cruise past Waniwak Center, 82-40. Interesting couple of weeks it's going to be for Royal and Bangor. They play 2 more times before the postseason begins, so that's going to be fun. Still a lot to get to, a lot to get to. That's just the first block. We got a lot coming up. The Cooley Conference is next. We got Luther and West Salem going head-to-head. A lot more coming up when we return.
It was supposed to be the hottest new lunch spot in town. But a year and a half later, the building is still empty, and the only thing being served is lawsuits. Monday at 6, we take you inside the beef that spoiled the La Crosse Food Hall for everyone.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Here we go.
Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Get away in your home with new upholstery from Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop our huge inventory of Ashley sectionals, sofas, and love seats. Great discounts on recliners and reclining furniture with power features like adjustable headrest, heat, or massage. Customize your feel with best home furnishings. Go smaller or go the beast. Upgrade to power or change fabrics. And if you need a lift, shop our full line of lift chairs. Plus, try out our latest hybrid, gel, and all foam mattresses on a new adjustable base. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
Today, we seize the day, because at U.S. Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us, U.S. Cellular.
Thanks for staying with us here on the Friday Night Frenzy. West Salem is heating up at the right time of the year. Panthers have won 6 straight games. They've clinched their 4th straight conference title. And with the win tonight, they'd finish a perfect 12-0 in conference play. Let's head to West Salem. Megan Johnson getting honored for becoming the program's all-time leading scorer as the Panthers play host to Luther. And it's Johnson leading the way early on. She blocks the shot, chases down the ball, lays it in off the glass. Panthers, they go up 9. A few seconds later, Sam Niemeyer wide open for 3, top of the key, bottoms. Panthers start on a 13-1 run. Knights charging back. Ali Zittel gets it in the corner, splashes home the 3 ball. The next time down the court, same shooter, same corner, same result. Back-to-back triples for the junior. Luther down 8, but West Salem answers. Josie Brudos dialing from deep and connecting. That makes it 20-7 Panthers. Perfect conference record is complete for West Salem as they blow past Luther 57-35. Over in Blair Taylor, the Lady Wildcats hosting Whitehall. Jump right to the second half. Blair Taylor's Andrea Waldera good from close. Wildcats lead it by 7. Whitehall keeping the fight on. Loose ball stays with the Norse. Alexis Correa connects on a baseline jumper. Visitors trail by 5. Norse keep pushing. Trinity Asin pulls up for 3 off the glass and in. Norse only trail by 2, but the Wildcats keep the pressure on. Samantha Aguilar connects on a tough runner in the lane. Home team goes up 4. Blair Taylor wins a tight one, 61-55. to 57. A pair of top teams in the Dairyland meeting this evening as Almacena Lincoln travels to Whitehall. Whitehall getting off the good start. Braden Lazowski has it down low, opens the scoring with a nice lay-in. Norse kept it rolling early on. Mason Pintock with the bucket. Norse take a 4-point lead. Whitehall keeping the pedal to the metal. Preston Schroeder drives, spins, and lays it in for the score. Norse grow the lead. We're still waiting to hear back for a final score in this one. All right, Wazeeka Steuben Hornets clinched the Ridge and Valley Conference title earlier this week. They can get a perfect mark with the win at Kickapoo. First half action, Panthers starting fast. Kickapoo's Jaden Nagel driving to the hoop. Layup off the glass is good. Home team up by 5. Hornets would get their offense in gear. A quick play off the inbounds sets up Morgan Berger for the bucket. From under the hoop, we're all tied. More from the visitors. Allie Wall kicks it out to Macy Mitchell beyond the arc. That finds the bottom of the net. Hornets up 3. Later, Panthers in a bit of a hole, but they're still battling. Abby Oliver gains possession, quickly collects the 2. Kickapoo down 9. Wazeeka Steuben would not be denied, though. Elizabeth Wright inbounds the ball, gets it back, drains the 3. That adds to the lead. Hornets cap off an undefeated conference season with a 65-47 win. Wazeeka Steuben, Kickapoo, all of our area girl teams find out their WIAA tournament seed this Sunday. Let's go to Minnesota. La Crescent Hoka hosting Lewiston Altura. First half action, Cardinals senior Natalie Lubinsky attacks the paint, absorbs the bump. You can count the bucket and the foul. Back and forth, Kinley Gratton pass to Brooklyn Mitchell, who then kicks it to Cami Esser. She knocks down the triple. Lancers up 2. Cardinals get it going in the second half. Emily Hansen sees Georgia Munt making the smart cut. 10-point lead, and the lead stays like that. Lubinsky around Esser, lays it in. No comeback for the home squad. Cardinals get the win 62-53. Stay right there. We got much more, including the Bucks. Can Milwaukee get back in the win column tonight? Find out. More Friday Night Frenzy right after this.
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Board Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, with more choices and better values. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and free gas just for shopping at Drury's. You'll find incredible savings on furniture for every room in your home, from Daniel's Amish, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and Lazy Boy. All on sale. Great prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. It's happening now. The President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, voted your favorite furniture store.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today. News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maury's. I'm Peyton Danowitz with News 8, and today I'm joined by Carol Abrahamson about the Mississippi Valley Conservancy.
The Mississippi Valley Conservancy is your local land trust. So we protect land here in the Driftless area. We help landowners protect their own land, work on restoration projects. We also have programs that get people out on the land. We can always use help.
For more information, you can visit MississippiValleyConservancy.org.
Thanks for staying with us on the Friday Night Frenzy. Well, it's been a struggle so far for Doc Rivers and the Bucks. Milwaukee's just 1-5 since Rivers took over as head coach. Bucks got blown out by Minnesota last night, but a quick turnaround to try and get that taste out of their mouth. Let's go to Milwaukee. Bucks at home hosting Charlotte. Welcome to the Cream City. Pat Beverly, first touch of the game, and Pat Bev puts Milwaukee up by 11. Nice opening start there, and then who's stopping this one? Later in the half, it's Giannis doing what Giannis does. He had 15 points on the night. Bucks in control. And how about Malik Beasley, an absolute sharpshooter in this one? 7 from downtown. He finished with 21. Bucks blowing it open. Third quarter, Dame Lillard looking healthy, pulling up from Brookfield. Dame with a game-high 26 on the night. Milwaukee goes up 39, and Pat Bev playing to the final whistle. As always, Bucks get a much-needed win as they blow out the Hornets 120-84. Stay right there. Still got our play of the night. That's coming up next.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening February 11th and 12th. For 2 days only, shop in store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through February 2029. Only at Ashley.
Calling all fishermen, hunters, and outdoor sports enthusiasts.
The La Crosse Sports Show returns February 8th through 11th.
Grab the latest gear and browse through the many boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
Save big with special show-only pricing. Experience the many family-friendly entertainment options and take home cash and carry items.
If there's too much to see, come back a second day for free.
The show is open now through Sunday at the La Crosse Center.
LaCrosseSportsShow.com.
When your gut is out of balance, your body gives you signs. So if you're frustrated with occasional bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort, help stop the frustration and start taking Align every day. Align Probiotic was specifically designed by gastroenterologists to help relieve your occasional digestive upsets, so you can enjoy life. When you feel the signs, it's time to try Align.
30 years ago, it was my job to convince people to buy overpriced stuff they couldn't afford, they didn't want, and they didn't even need. Well, after doing that for 2 years, I decided people need to be informed, not convinced. So don't you think it's time to discover Firefighters Credit Union, where you can be informed and not convinced?
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Step into a world of romantic enchantment as Dallas String Quartet presents a Bridgerton-inspired show. Wednesday, February 14th at the Viterbo Fine Arts Center. This musical journey creates a harmonious blend of contemporary, timeless love songs and a high-energy second half that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Order tickets at 608-796-3100 or online at ViterboFineArtsCenter.com.
With winter here, our job hasn't changed.
We have a winter storm warning in place all the area you see in the pink.
The First Warn Weather Team is always ready to keep you safe and ahead of winter's worst.
This is what we're watching here.
So right now we do have that alert day for tonight and tomorrow for the snow. Temps, they're gonna get cold as we're talking 25 to 30 below, and you can always get us no matter where you are.
I want to keep you ahead of the game, keep you alert.
Keeping you safe. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening February 11th and 12th. For 2 days only, shop in store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through February 2029. Only at Ashley.
Thanks for staying with us. It's time for our play of the night. We'll go back to Central High and Holman's Macy Klein coming up big. The sophomore, let's check that play out. The sophomore somehow keeping this one in bounds. It goes right to Danica Raybon. She tosses it ahead to Izzy Jar for the score. Great heads-up play by Klein. Vikings get a big conference win as we wind down the regular season. It should be an interesting weekend as we find out where all these girls' teams are headed once the playoffs begin. It's going to be fun. Also a great weekend because the big game is right here on CBS. Chiefs, Niners should be an awesome Sunday. And make sure as soon as the game is over, you keep it right here on CBS. The whole crew is going to be here. Myself, Cade, Ken, Emily, Greg, we're all going to be here maybe talk about the game. I know Michael's going to be at some bar in town. He's going to be talking about the game, get some reaction from people around town. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Thanks again for joining tonight for the Friday Night Frenzy. We'll see you next Friday night.